city.
The story of Den of Wolves is set in a futuristic and fictional city called Midway City, a hub of innovation controlled by the wealthiest corporations and power-hungry elites. You play as a member of a professional criminal crew, each with nothing to lose, driven by revenge, freedom, or the lure of wealth. Your missions include stealing from major corporations, sabotaging critical infrastructures, spying on competitors, and even taking out powerful adversaries.
You.
Showtime.
Keep moving!
Plant the explosives on the window.
Heads up! Device is open!
Hang in there, we're almost ready.
Exoborn is a tactical open-world shooter set in a post-apocalyptic version of the United States, reshaped by extreme forces of nature. You'll navigate a dynamic world filled with rival factions and enemy players, collecting resources, crafting equipment, and fighting to survive. Your choices throughout the game impact the narrative and relationships with other characters.
Chernobylite 2 is an RPG.
Chernobylite 2 Exclusion Zone is the sequel to the acclaimed Chernobylite. This action RPG takes place in a highly detailed and hazardous open world within the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. Players must navigate a non-linear storyline filled with difficult choices, intense combat, and exploration of a post-apocalyptic environment. The game introduces a dual perspective system, allowing players to switch between first-person and third-person views, enhancing immersion.
A silent assassin using shadows to pass enemies by. Try different builds anytime you want. Create them in alternative realities and switch on the fly. Explore a fully open world. Travel freely across the vast, dangerous areas. Manage your companions wisely. Develop your base to cope with all adversities. You'll need every resource to complete your quest.
I know you wanted me to use this channel only in emergencies.
Neo Berlin 2087 is an action RPG set in a dark, futuristic version of Berlin in the year 2087. Players can switch between first-person and third-person perspectives, utilizing a mix of shooting, stealth, and investigative mechanics. The story revolves around Nolan, a detective with a complex past, tasked with finding and protecting the police chief's daughter, who may hold the key to solving her father's murder.
I never asked for your help. Why are you risking everything for me?
I'm not gonna let them hurt you now. This city needs someone like you.
I never asked for any of this.
We'll find a way.
I hope you're right.
I am doing whatever is necessary to keep you safe.
The The story of Smite 2 takes place in a world where gods from various mythologies engage in battles to restore balance to the world. After the events of the first game, realms are facing even more chaos. In this sequel, players take on the role of one of the gods, demigods, or mythological champions, fighting against other divine forces or new enemies. An unknown dark force threatens the world, and the gods must set aside their differences to combat it.
We may fall, but we rise up stronger. Death cannot defeat me. Victory is my destiny.
Off the Grid takes place in a cyberpunk futuristic world, where advanced technology and complex social interactions have divided society into two groups: those who benefit from the power of technology and those who are marginalized. The game takes place on Teardrop Island, which serves as a battleground for deadly conflicts and ultimate struggles for resources and control. You play as one of the combatants, navigating this dangerous world while making difficult choices that will shape your survival and personal goals.
In order to play.
They cut off your limbs, and they grow back by regen. And then they give you these cybernetic combat limbs, and set you loose to go out and slaughter all your opponents. These people are just regular folks who have opted into total madness.
Technicians can literally resuscitate soldiers from death. Even extreme fatalities. They can regrow the patient from base tissue.
Okay, well, this is our floating surgical ship. It's where we bring our fallen players. And then within a couple of days, they're out playing again.
How much worse is this going to get? Are you really going to say nothing in defense of this despicable island of depravity that you are personally responsible for? What the? Oh my God, am I going insane? What's going on in the world? I fucking love this shit.
Welcome to the world's first real battle royale!
In the Legend of Nian event in Skull and Bones, players encounter a mythical creature named Nian, inspired by Chinese folklore. This creature is hidden in the fog of Teardrop Island and hunts down careless ships. The player's objective in this event is to face the Nian and earn special rewards.
Called the city man's last.
Defect is a cyberpunk, squad-based immersive shooter set in a dystopian city controlled by a totalitarian AI known as the System. Players can join different factions, including rogue police, law enforcement, or gangs, and compete in high-stakes tactical battles. Includes both PvP and co-op modes for diverse gameplay experiences.
Place its boot on your neck by outlaws that couldn't care less if you lived or died. You want to know the way to survive? You fight. Fight like a starving dog. I kneel.
SCP Fragmented Minds is a survival horror game set in the SCP universe. Players explore Site-113, a secret research facility on Mars, and face various dangerous SCP entities. The game combines combat, stealth, and puzzle solving, offering an intense and atmospheric experience. Join The Hunt, a 4 versus 2 mode, where you can play as the Mobile Task Force, MTF, Zeta-14, or as dangerous SCP entities.
We get inside the main facility.
The things they kept up here were some of the worst anomalies ever encountered.
Do not make direct. I repeat, do not make
Mark of the Deep is an upcoming pirate-themed action-adventure game that combines elements of Metroidvania and Souls-like genres. Players will embark on a journey as Marcus Rookie Ramsey, exploring a cursed island to locate a missing pirate crew. The game features over 80 enemies and 16 bosses, offering challenging battles inspired by Souls-like games.
By divine hand.
The Stone of Madness is a real-time tactical strategy game set in an 18th century Spanish monastery. In this game, 5 prisoners collaborate using their skills and resources to face their fears, prevent madness, uncover the monastery's secrets, and find a way to escape. Leonora Guzman is one of the 5 playable characters in the Stone of Madness. As one of the more hardened members, she possesses unique abilities that help the team face challenges.
Flawed as we are, by God's grace, together we may yet find our deliverance.
In Blade and Soul Neo, players take on the role of a hero seeking to restore the honor of their clan, which has been destroyed by enemy forces. The story is inspired by Asian mythology and wuxia themes, combining fast-paced combat with stunning visual aesthetics.
Lots of people lost things in the blackout.
Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth is an upcoming adventure game developed by Annapurna Interactive's internal studio and published by Alcon Interactive Group. Set between the original Blade Runner film and its sequel, Blade Runner 2049, the game takes place after the events of the Blackout, a devastating terrorist attack that ended Tyrell Corporation and Replicant production.
Picking through the pieces. Being someone else. In places that no longer exist. That's where you'll find me. Searching. In the land of the dead.
Tomb Raider 4-6 Remastered is an upcoming collection that revitalizes the classic titles The Last Revelation, Chronicles, and Angel of Darkness. This remastered edition enhances the original games with improved graphics and gameplay mechanics, bringing back iconic bosses from the series. Graft is a role-playing action game developed by Harebrained Studios. This game combines survival horror and dark RPG elements, offering a unique experience. The story takes place on a deteriorating space station called Ark, where the inhabitants have transformed into brutal and mutated creatures. As a player, you must enhance your abilities using grafting technology and fight against threatening creatures to escape this deadly station.